Stage 5 of the Vuelta a España, and with a similar profile today. The question, sprint or break? Sadly expected one less speedster Brian Coquart abandoning after a second crash in 4 days, and so it was Caden Groves who powered to victory yesterday. The Aussie hopes to contest another mass sprint.
It's actually a hard day, really hard start, and there's a lot of wind around, so we expect quite some stress with the GC teams. And we have to see, it depends on the size of the breakaway, to which cards we play, but I feel like it could be a sprint today.
Juan Sebastian Molano won in Madrid on the last Vuelta, second behind Groves. The Colombian hopes to come out on top today.
Sí, ya con la experiencia, ya he hecho 4 vueltas a España. El año pasado, como tú dices, una etapa. Yo creo que es un poco más de confianza que me da y bueno, ahora día a día me voy sintiendo mejor, voy teniendo buenas piernas y esperemos hoy será un buen día.
Edward Toons of Lidl Trek was third on stage 4, while compatriot Milan Menton was fourth. The young Lotto Destiny rider is an outside bet on his Vuelta debut.
I know my form is quite good, so I was happy with the result. I performed a good sprint, and I hope to be in the mix again today.
I'm happy to be directly good in the mix for the win. Yeah, I was happy with the legs and the feeling. But it's a really nice opportunity. It's my first Grand Tour, so I want to show the best of myself.
Little to concern the GC contenders on the 186.5 kilometres from Morella to Burriana. One categorised climb, the toughest outside Stage 3's venture to the Pyrenees. Some escapee encouragement, but plenty of time for the peloton to reel them in. Stage 5 underway and one man out on his own. Eric Fagundes successfully let loose. The Burgos BH rider hails from Uruguay, a national time trial champion and marking his first Grand Tour.
El objetivo del equipo es tener presencia ahí. Quiero intentar estar ahí, sé que es difícil, a veces hay mucha pelea por la fuga, a veces es un poco más fácil estar ahí. Pero nada, intentarlo va a ser el objetivo principal, estar en la mayor cantidad de intentos posibles y ver qué sale.
Just the third Uruguayan ever to ride La Vuelta and happy to fly the flag. The 25-year-old 5 minutes up the road, but little by little, Fagundes saw his time drop. 100 kilometres to go, the gap around 3 minutes 30. The peloton paced by Alpsen de Koenig with the goal to guide Caden Groves.
But you can see just the little splits in the peloton there through the technical section. Nothing to worry about, but someone's got to make an effort to close that down.
While the peloton accelerated, the wind did create those small fractures. No need to worry though, everything's soon back in order. Just in time for the one category climb of the day. Approaching the main challenge at El Collado de la Ebola, 11 kilometres with an average 5% gradient. Jason Osborne joined at the front by teammate Jimmy Janssens. Alpin de Koenig reeling Fagundes in, inside 2 minutes. Eduardo Sepúlveda moving up, the first Argentine to lead a major classification at a Grand Tour, had his sights on King of the Mountain points.
Well, here is Sepúlveda. He decides to add a little bit of injection of pace here at the front. He doesn't want to just sit within the peloton. He wants to make sure that he cements himself in that classification. He wants to try and take the 3 points which are remaining.
The Lotto Destiny climber catching the long-time Uruguayan leader. 2 South Americans at the head of the race, but one kicked on to protect his hard-earned polka dot jersey.
Sepúlveda takes the maximum points, 5 points. He puts himself onto 21 points in the King of the Mountains classification at the top of the Collado de la Ebola.
duo descending to remain ahead of the pack, but it was a short-lived escapade existence. Fagundes caught with 41 kilometres left, Sepulveda holding out a little longer, but the peloton finally brought everyone back together. The end of any faint hopes for the resistance. Thoughts may have been drifting towards mass sprint positioning, yet there was a small matter of the intermediate sprint, and with bonus seconds as well as points up for grabs, enough to interest the Mayo Rojo.
Things start to open up, and here goes Remco Evenepoel. He wants the bonus seconds. Remco Evenepoel with the red jersey. He takes the 6 bonus seconds. He takes the maximum points at the intermediate sprint.
The big challenge, more roundabouts on the horizon, 16 in the final 16k. It only took one to cause havoc.
This is the biggest roundabout in the final run-in. You can see the speed. Oh, there's a crash.
There's a crash. There's a crash, and riders slide out at the head here with 3.1 kilometers to go.
Groves losing teammates in the mayhem, but also potential rivals, past the Flamme Rouge, who had the legs to take the honours.
Lewis Askey is on the wheel of Caden Groves at the moment. Groves is in the perfect position to try and take back-to-back stage victories. Here comes even Garcia Cortina as the sprint starts to open up, and here is Filippo Ganna. Filippo Ganna down the centre of the road. He's challenging Caden Groves. Is it going to be back-to-back victories? It's a throw to the line, and Groves thinks he's got that one. Back-to-back victories for Caden Groves, wearing the green jersey.
The Australian rocket in no doubt who crossed first. 2 in a row, Groves this time controlled from the front to rubber stamp his sprint dominance. Even though he lost 2 teammates to a crash, the 24-year-old clinching a 4th Grand Tour win and 3rd in Spain.
Similar to yesterday with a lot of roundabouts, but not many climbing, not much climbing at all really, but the factor of wind as well, which made it quite nervous, but I mean, my team was fantastic again. We had a crash. We lost 2 guys actually in a roundabout about 2.5 to go. But luckily my lead-out men was still there, and we could get organised for the final.
The 20th Australian Vuelta stage winner, but first to win in successive days. 6-time Giro stage winner and time trial specialist Filippo Ganna unable to claim a first Vuelta success. Remco Evenepoel picking up bonus points at the intermediate sprint. That allowed the 23-year-old to extend his slender lead to 11 seconds over Enric Mas. Roglic more than 40 seconds down. Groves safe in the Mayo Verde for Alpecin de Koenig. Nearly double the points of Vendrame, but a long way still to go. Sepulveda taking his opportunity to improve his King of the Mountain standing. The Lotto Destiny rider 11 clear, Osudo Quickstep's Red Devil. The Belgian champion remains the best of the youngsters. 20-year-old Lenny Martinez continues in white. The sprinters have had their fun. Back to the mountains for stage 6 and the GC fight for La Vuelta.